guy who 2 days ago betrayed heaven and earth pointed a hand and said, son! He said, what is killing you is too much ego. There is nothing wrong with pastors today like ego. You see, I tell the pastors I mentor in Impact, one of the things that works for me, why people say, oh, he sees a lot of miracles and all that. The church is growing by miracles. Fine, I know. Why? Because I'm not afraid. Why are you not afraid? My ego is not involved. In a few days' time, I'm going to be having my vigils of destiny. Show up in the night and see. I will call for blind eyes and lay hands. I'll call for the lame and lay hands. You say, what of if they don't get healed? Most of them don't get healed. No, you didn't hear me. Most of them don't get healed. Wait. Why should I bother? I didn't make them blind. I'm only trying to help. When I laid hand, they didn't get blinder. Come on, are you hearing me? Why wouldn't I do that? I know craze. You see, the reason you are not seeing results is because you are reserved. You don't want to be, your ego to fall down. You want people to talk good about you. So you get to the pulpit to bend your mouth. You won't say what you are thinking. You don't lay hands when you need to lay hands. You can't confront situations the way you need to confront them. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going somewhere. If you can't go with me, no challenge. We move. Are we moving? We move. Oh, I see you get there. The Bible says that never has God hearkened to the voice of a man like that day. Critical failure redeemed by exceptional results. That's why you need resilience. Why do you need resilience? Let me give you another reason. Because in life, even without breakout success, consistency will give you a worthy outcome. That's why you need resilience. Even without breakout success in life, consistency will give you a worthy outcome. So be consistent. Stay the course. I tell the church I pastor, as I've met some people before, that through their life, you will never see a time when in their bank account, they saw 10 million naira. Some never saw one time 5 million naira in their bank account. They're 60 now, going to 70. But not having seen that money, they're living in the house they built. They have their car. Their children have finished universities. Their life is gone on well. You can't say they don't have a worthy outcome. They have a worthy life outcome. They never handle big money, but little by little, consistent steps forward, consistent effort. They achieve greatness without knowing they achieved it. Come on, am I talking to somebody here? That's what works in ministry. We're having one impact meeting some time ago. And then while I finished giving teaching and all that, it was question and answer time. And somebody wanted to ask a question, and he began with a comment. He said, from what you just said now, I know your secret. He talked about prayer, talked about holiness, talked about this. He was still talking, trying to praise me. So I said, no, stop. I said, all you said is good. I said, but that's not my secret. I said, let me tell you my secret so that everybody here can hear. I said, my secret is called consistency. Doing the right thing when it's working and when it's not working until it begins to work. I said, that's my secret. I said, everything about my life is tied to that simple thing. Doing the right thing when it's working, when it's not working until it begins to work. So I'm desperate about that. That's how I live my life. So I don't care what your opinion about me is. I don't care what you believe. But that's how I live my life. So I'm asking you today, go with resilience. So how do you become more resilient in leadership? I have just about 8 minutes or 5 minutes. I can't see that very well. Is it 3 minutes? 8 minutes, okay. How do you become more resilient in leadership? Number one is this: understand the election of grace. Understand the election of grace. Sir, ma, I want you to know something as a leader. That God saw your past, saw your present, saw your future before he chose you. Nothing about you is a mystery to him. There's nothing happening now in your life that God looks at and says, I didn't consider that before I called him. Everything in your life today, he saw it, he considered it before he called you. And he knows his calling never fails. He knows you're going to win at the end. The only way to lose is when you count yourself out. If you have my voice, say yes. You are not an enigma to God. God didn't wake up this morning and say, Kai, I didn't know George was going to go through that. He saw it. He planned for it. He has a recovery mechanism. Understand the perseverance of grace. If you help me, say yes. And even if you fall, lift your calling above your falling. Trust the Lord. The failure won't stop you. The accident won't stop you. The position won't stop you. The negativity won't stop you. You will get there. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong people. I say you will get there. One last thing. I say you will get there. Since you didn't say amen, your neighbor collect your own.